Last time on Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or a prisoner, but... Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting, and dumb as holy fuck, too.
Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to Edgeworth Investigations 2. So, a lot of you guys have been warning me, like, yeah, some of the cases in this game get really long. In fact, you still have quite a ways to go in this one, and that's something I kind of expected when I started the game. This LP in itself was kind of a gamble, because Edgeworth 1 is probably the least popular series on the whole channel. So when I started this one, I'm like, oh shit, no one's gonna watch it. But actually, a lot of people are watching it, so thank you for that. I think it's more just because when I started Edgeworth 1, it seemed totally unfun because I was so nervous and not into it. But this one, I completely feel confident in, I guess, playing it for you guys, if that makes any sense. It's a little hard from like a viewer standpoint to kind of understand what I mean, but yeah, I hope you do. Anyways, last time we decided to visit Mr. Keyes back at the detention center with our friend Ray and Larry and Edgeworth. Oh god, I forgot I gave him this horrid voice. Why did you not mention that beforehand? Oh, yeah, that's right, we were getting mad at him for not telling us his actual job, which is a circus member. No, but I did. What didn't I mention? That you're a member of the Berry Big Circus. No, it's just that, you know, I'm not. I can't call myself a member yet, but I'm just a new recruit. Regardless, that still makes you a member. Whoa, are you okay, buddy? Did he just faint? So why didn't you tell us that before? I love how so many people have animations that imply that they nearly died, or they fell over unconscious and they get right back up. If I had told you that I was part of the circus, it would have made me look suspicious, right? Since I also knew Knightley and all that, one of you guys said if you ever play a game with like an insert character like Awakening or something, you want me to use that voice for the main character the whole time. It's like, Jesus. I could not imagine a more horrid voice for a main character of a story to have. I didn't think anyone would believe what I had to say, not even you guys, Kay. Didn't we promise to believe in you? But Mr. Edgeworth, you're just kinda scary. Man, you're just terrible at getting info from people, aren't you, Miles? That's none of your concern. Looks like we need to have a talk with him again. So, what did you do in the circus? I guess you could say that I'm a wild animal tamer. I'm still just an apprentice, though. Why is this game in the series so filled with apprentices? There are so many apprentice-master relationships in Ace Attorney. Wow, that's incredible. So you command lions and tigers to do your bidding, right? No, nothing crazy like that. No, wait. My partner's this little guy right here. Oh, is that the monkey we saw in the prison earlier? And that makes you a wild animal tamer. He's more like an organ grinder than a wild animal tamer. Oh, I know he's been here the whole time. Hey, monkey, quit that out. He can be quite a handful sometimes. Okay, that's creepy. Or is that just the act? I think that's just the act. Hopefully that's the act. I thought organ grinders were controlled their monkeys, not the other way around. I have no idea what an organ grinder actually is. I have never actually heard that term outside of death metal songs. Yesterday you told us that you were just a regular employee, correct? Even if I'm a member of the circus, I'm still legally an employee. We're just like any regular company. The ringleader's the boss and I'm just a grunt. I even have a supervisor. She's the head of the wild animal tamer division. You guys have divisions within your circus? Wow, that's organized. No matter what kind of fierce creature, they all immediately follow her every command. She might even be able to get a handle on Miles here. I am not a wild animal. You know, Edgeworth kind of reminds me of an owl. I don't know why. Did you and your supervisor take part in an animal show here at the prison?
Yeah, it was just us two. It was only a small operation this time around. Basically, my supervisor takes center stage, and I take care of all the dirty work. Well, I did have a tiny part in the performance.
So there are only 2 members of the circus that are related to this case. I forgot, or, well, it's not really I forgot, but I don't know. What did you guys think of the original case with the very big circus? I thought it was kind of annoying, honestly. I think the ending was really sweet to that case, but I think just going around and collecting all the information was... ugh. I just remember getting stuck on it for a long time, and I think that's why I have, like, a distaste for it. So can you tell me about your movements around the prison?
Okay, I went to meet Knightley around 2 days ago at noon.
And that's when you gave him the chessboard.
That's right, and then that night I started setting up the stage in the courtyard.
He's having so much trouble. He's like, I just gotta get this cage over there. What's that cage for?
It was pretty tough going back and forth moving all the crates by myself. I left everything in Workroom A, I think, just temporary storage.
Workroom A, that's where the body was discovered. Oh, that's where the cage was, and that's where the cloth came from, too. Didn't your supervisor help you at all?
No way, I can't let her do anything like that, that's my job. After I got everything ready, we started rehearsing, and then we left. It was almost midnight. The show was set to start at 8 a.m. the next day and go on until 10 a.m.
The only one who went in and out of where the body is, or where the body was found, was Mr. Keys. Then the body was found just before the show ended. So, I'm curious if this means that Edgeworth is gonna put full faith that this man is not a murderer, which I'm not sure at this point. Like, Edgeworth's kind of new to the whole defense attorney thing, and I'm kind of worried he might let that blind him as to, like, what's actually happening. Like, he may be putting a little too much faith in this guy, and then this guy's gonna be like, no, I actually killed everyone in the whole game. And then Prosecutor Edgeworth's like, I'm never trusting defense attorneys again, and it's the end of the game. Do you happen to know why you were arrested? It's weird how it happened so fast. I don't think that DePest guy would just have you arrested on a whim. I wouldn't put it past him, though.
Well, maybe it's because of that.
Of what?
When I was moving the crates, I decided to go check up on him. You know, Knightley.
You went directly into the detention block. Did you have permission?
No, I had to sneak in. It wasn't a formal visit or anything.
Didn't you already see him 2 days ago? Why would you go to do such a thing?
Well, we're the only friends either of us had since childhood. He was the same as me. We never had real families. I just wanted to talk with him for a bit, so I went to see him.
You didn't have a family?
When I was younger, I lost my only family I had, my father.
So is that it? I know all too well how it feels to lose your father at a young age.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're the same as Mr. Edgeworth and me. Oh god, I just realized, like, how many characters of Ace Attorney have, like, dead parent stories. Like, ooh, that's not good. So it was just the two of you talking at that time?
Yes, all the other cells were empty, and there weren't any guards nearby either.
But then you got found out. That's why they suspected you.
What? What? Did I do something really bad?
Something must have happened while Mr. Keys and Knightley were alone. That's probably the best logic. It seems I will need to talk with your supervisor as well.
She would be here today too, probably in the courtyard. Oh, I'm sorry it turned out like this, boss.
Simon! If there's anything we can do to help, just tell us.
But I can't do anything in return.
Don't you worry about that. We're your allies, even though you're not gonna pay us, I guess. I'm surprised that, Ray is just completely fine with, like, no, we're doing this case for free, no money intended, and Ray's just gonna sit there like, god damn it, I guess I'm not eating for the next month. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you had a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. And I doubt someone as timid as you could ever work up the courage to murder someone. Alright, I'll get you out of here. We will believe in you. I can't get over that animation, it's too perfect. Well, what do we have here? Starting to get the hang of the whole defense attorney gig? You sounded a bit like your old man just now. Me? Sound like my father? He would say the defense attorney's job is to be an ally of the deserted. Or to the deserted. You're going to ride that stallion into the sunrise. Wait for me, I want in too. Mr. Shields, I think you mean sunset. Yeah, of course. It was just a joke. Want some candy? What? No, thank you. I don't like sweets. Oh, really? What a shame. What's wrong with the sunrise? The legendary Yatagarasu is all about the sun. Oh, no, she started talking about, we need to leave. We need to leave now. Ray's like, what's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Like, if we don't leave now, she's going to talk forever, since the sunlight always exposes the truth. Good grief. For now, let's just head to the prison courtyard and see what we can do, see what we can find there. Ah, the shutter is open. Yes, it looks like that way leads to the courtyard. So what are we waiting for? Come on, let's get a move on. She certainly is in high spirits. What does Kay even do all day? Doesn't she have, like, school or something to attend aside from this? It's really unclear what she does in her free time. Because Maya, I always kind of believe that, like, Phoenix took care of her, I guess? I don't know. With Kay, it's just like, where is she going? What does she do when she's not here bothering Edgeworth? So this is the courtyard. Just before the body was discovered, the animal show was held here. It looks just like a carnival. Man, I bet it was lots of fun. Wow, she's just a little ball of energy, isn't she? The prisoners were gathered here from when the body was found. So that means whoever saw the show has an alibi. We should start by checking the area for... Okay. You know what? Honestly, she deserves this. Cut it out, you. Help me, Mr. Edgeworth. You there! Stop right this instant! Ow, 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 ow. Someone, anyone help! Down, Astique, down. I swear to God, Edgeworth challenging an elephant is the best thing to happen in this game thus far. Who are... Oh, wow. I didn't expect them to directly bring them back. Wow. This is way more direct than I thought. I thought it was just going to reference the circus itself. Looks like you found a new playmate. Good for you, Astique. He wasn't playing around. He was about to eat me. Huh? No way. That's impossible. Oh my God. She's even more sparkly than before. This child doesn't bite. Often. Often, huh? I would give her a cutesy voice, but I literally can't go any higher with my voice than I have been before it goes into, like, true sea territory. People normally never get to play with an elephant up close. Isn't it wonderful? No, it's not. It's wonderful, right? It was simply marvelous, little lady. Mr. Shields! Really? Oh, that makes me so happy. How about a hug? I knew it! So how about a hug is thanks. Hey, watch where you swing that thing. Weren't you taught not to hit people with your trunk? It looks like Astique is friends with everyone. It looks like it wants to murder everyone here, more like it. I am an assistant of the defense attorney. My name is Miles Edgeworth. Or this defense attorney, not the defense attorney. Ah, I haven't introduced myself yet.
I'm Regina Berry. Nice to meet ya. I'm the Great Thief and Defense Attorney's assistant. Assistant's assistant. Kay Faraday. That's a rather complicated job title. And the one playing with the elephant is Defense Attorney Mr. Ray Shields. It's not Mr. Elephant, it's Astique, the fantastic Asian elephant. You're incredible, Regina. You made Astique stop right away. Well, I am a wild animal tamer after all. Really? Then you must be Simon's supervisor. Yep, I'm headed off to the Berry Big Circus Wild Animal Tamer Division. The one and only Regina Berry.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ace Attorney Ray Shields. How long are we gonna do introductions for?
It looks like he's the one she has a handle on. Yes, she's perfect.
What are you mumbling about, Kay?
Look at her. She's energetic, fun-loving, and healthy. Oh, is she thinking about recruiting her into her Thieves Guild? She could be the new member of the Yatagarasu. She'd be perfect as a great thief. A great thief? That sounds like fun. We could make a huge ruckus with the wild animals. Oh, you can't make a ruckus. The great thief is supposed to be quiet and sneaky-like.
Well, I mean, couldn't the animals be like a distraction for you to steal stuff, or you just gonna pass up on that opportunity? I guess we are.
But the show needs to have flash. Being quiet is kind of boring. Oh, I guess she's not very thief-like after all. It seems there has been a breakdown in negotiations. Alright, let's get started. Mr. Edgeworth, let's check out anything that looks suspicious. We'll even look through the barbed wire if we have to.
Yes, we need to gather more information about the case. We should also try talking with anyone connected to the case. Yeah, I'll try, but no guarantees here. Let's see. Mr. Elephant. It's the Berry Big Circus's Asian elephant, Astique. Supposedly very friendly with humans. Doesn't seem very friendly.
It's your stern gaze, Mr. Edgeworth. It must think you're the boss.
Are you comparing me to an animal?
That's not what I meant. I think he approves of you.
That doesn't make me the least bit happy.
Oh, it's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Elephants are rad. Ribbit.
Oh, that's Kay making that sound. Does this person never run out of energy? Like, I would be tired out too being next to Kay all day. It's like, I bet Edgeworth's weekends are like, he wakes up in his pajamas and he's just like, oh, nothing like a nice day where I can just relax and watch the Steel Samurai. And then he gets like a text message from Kay that's like, I'm coming over, Mr. Edgeworth. And it's just like pans back to Edgeworth chugging a bottle of whiskey.
What are you doing? Don't you know? If you croak like a frog in a pond, they will come towards you.
The only things that are coming towards you are the water striders.
Water striders are so cool. They're like ninjas. They glide gracefully on top of the water. I wish I could do that.
What about the frogs? Is that a dead fish? That is completely a dead fish in there. You guys should probably clean up your circus. Just a little. I'm saying. Oh, what the hell are you doing out here? I'll get to you in a second. This is the stage where they put on the animal show.
If I put on a great thief show, I wonder if anyone will come.
I'm pretty sure the police would show up. It's a wicker crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart.
Sniff. Wait, where's she sniffing? It kind of smells like animals.
They probably use this instead of a hand trolley at the circus.
Just once, I'd like to ride in one of these bad boys down a hill. Ah, or maybe one of those office chairs with wheels. Doesn't that sound like fun, Mr. Edgeworth?
What is she talking about? I honestly don't know, Edgeworth. I honestly don't know most of the time. Oh, it's a pulley. This crude-looking well seems handcrafted. Was it built by the inmates?
There are a bunch of tools lying around as well. A long piece of rope? A heavy-looking weight? It weighs 33 pounds. It says so right there. There's even a couple of pulleys.
Okay, please stop touching the other people's things.
stingy pants. I'm just checking stuff out. It's not like I'm going to take them home with me. Still, these tools, what were they used for? That is an excellent question, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't even know why this was built, honestly. Mr. Attorney, how are we doing today? We're doing... Hey, we just met a few moments ago. Please do forgive me. Ever since I've come here, I've been working on refining my speech. That's not the only thing that needs refining. Right now, I'm helping out with the cleanup after the show. But if there's anything you need, please let me know. You'll have my full cooperation. I'm in the middle of volunteer work right now. As you can see, I'm a model prisoner. I have been reborn inside this prison. Reborn as a thief. That was... The devil made me do it. How can you blame the devil? You're a disgrace to thieves. I have nothing to say. I still have much to learn. As a thief? But as you can see, I've exchanged my bracelet for a working one. I will continue to devote myself to being a model prisoner. Again with the model prisoner. Give it a rest already. Pet grooming. Did you just give up on that? Was that a lie, or is that your actual goal? I'm training to pay my debt to society once I become eligible for parole. So you were training instead of watching the animal show? So there were only 2 people who did not watch the show, Sowit and Dogen. Why didn't you say anything about Dogen earlier? Well, if you ask any inmate at this prison, they'd all think twice before telling you. That person is like the ruler of this place. Wow, I didn't know he had so much influence over you all. You just seem like a normal dude in his cell, but you never know, really. Around here, we call him the supplier. The supplier? If you ask him nicely, he can provide you with anything you want. What? Is that allowed? Normally it's not allowed, but with him, it's another story. He supposedly has a secret route to procure these goods. As the supplier, Dogen would be in a position of power. However, I've put all that behind me. All I care about now is applying mud packs to the animals. Mud packs? I coat the animal's fur with my mineral-rich mud packs to give it a beautiful shine. To help with my training, I give them to all animals in the prison, each and every one of them. Mud, huh? Could be related to that piece of evidence. Wait, what piece? I'm actually not mixing this together. Oh, is it the gloves? I should present it to him. The white floor? Is it the white floor or the gloves? Because I thought the gloves had mud on the other side or something. Yeah, covered in blood and mud. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Where did the mud on this glove come from? Oh, that's the mud from my mud packs. At the time I was practicing applying my mud packs. Could you tell me... Wow. For some reason, just saying the word mud packs is annoying. I don't know why. Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident? Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animals' bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was totally engrossed with covering the animals in mud. Prison life must be taxing on his stress levels. Wait, could that mean that the black dog isn't actually a black dog and it's white and it's just covered in mud? Thanks to the warden's policies, I can undergo job training here. Actually, it'd be more likely if it was gold, because, you know, like, golden retriever, for some reason, is like the dog standard. I guess because they have decent health, and they live a long time? I don't know. I owe her a debt of gratitude. Well, thank you. You were very helpful, and by that I mean not at all. Danger, high voltage. These signs really do exist. On the other side, you can see what appears to be a detention center's garden. Wait, where? Oh, I see how it works now. Okay, makes sense. It's just as Warden Roland said. You can see the garden from her office. If it weren't for this barbed wire, we could take a look at the other side of the garden. That is Warden Roland's prize garden. I doubt she'd let us in so easily. I don't know what to do now. Let's talk to Ray. We haven't talked to him in like 5 seconds. What's the matter? Ray, I need to show you my prosecutor's badge. Are you giving this to me?
I'm thrilled. A prosecutor's badge might make me more popular than my attorney's badge. Thanks for the present. No, I never said a word about giving it to you. That was just a joke. Uncle Ray has his own badge. Your attorney's badge. You don't wear it on your clothes? In the winter, I wear it on my favorite coat. Your Uncle Ray only wears it on his victory clothes. What kind of victory is he talking about? Now, what kind of victory are you talking about, Ray? I'm concerned about you in a way. Many ways, actually. This is nice. It feels like a dream. A circus performance can be considered an art form. My pounding heart, it's beating with excitement. It's not every day you get to see what goes on inside a circus. Exactly, it makes me want to give it a big hug. Hug the circus. I'm starting to question if Uncle Ray is actually like a pervert or he just really likes hugs. It's hard to tell. Having an animal show inside a place surrounded by barbed wire, it almost makes you forget that this is a prison facility. Barbed wire, huh? I need to inspect every last inch of this prison. We didn't see the animal show, but the stage equipment and equipment are still here. Should examine the remnants of the show. It could be useful to our investigation. Miles, please don't ignore your Uncle Ray like that. What do you think of Regina Barry? Uncle Ray's feeling faint. I've never seen such dreamy eyes. She does seem to have an enchanting presence. Exactly. I feel like I must obey her. I wonder if she cracks a whip when she's taming her animals. With those sparkling eyes, she'll say, "Down, boy." Okay, yeah, this is getting a little creepy, Uncle Ray. If that's what you're after, I have someone in mind. You know someone like that? You must introduce me, Miles. She's the whip-carrying demon from the prosecutor's bench. I don't know who else wants to talk because I don't have any more logic to connect, so I'm just gonna do my best to kind of try and figure out what we're actually supposed to do. Oh, I actually haven't talked to her at all yet. Of the Wild Animal Tamer Division. Are you Mr. Key's supervisor? That's right. Very Big Circus was created by my daddy. But Daddy died in a murder incident. Your dad is... But after that, our current ringmaster made the circus even bigger. The ringmaster is Daddy's close friend. He's like a funny uncle. Wow, a funny uncle. That's great, Regina. Yep, Uncle Mo established the Wild Animal Tamer, Magic, and Ventriloquist divisions. That's really all you guys have anyways. Only the Wild Animal Tamer and Ventriloquist... I know how to do my job. Have subordinates, though. Very Big Circus is going to become even more fabulous. Yes, that sounds amazing. The way these two are carrying on, I'd hate to put a damper on things. Could you tell us about the animal show? It's an amazing show. There's a storyline and everything. What's more, it's a love story. Doesn't it sound wonderful? No, I hate this love. Very nice. Are you the heroine Regina Pie? Wow, you just come up with the worst nicknames, don't you, Ray? Nope, the heroine of the show is Astique. And her partner is Regent the Tiger, because I do so well with tigers and lions and stuff. It's about the forbidden love between an elephant and a tiger. An elephant and tiger? Forbidden love? That's right, it's what they call a love triangle. Isn't that romantic? Sounds amazing, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Heroine? Astique is a female elephant? Since it's a love triangle, shouldn't there be one more animal involved? Yep, the third animal. He's the one who interferes with the love between Astique and Regent. Or Regent. I keep saying Regent, but it's obviously like Regent. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you think it is? Well, since it's a circus, perhaps a lion? I think a crow would be nice. The third animal is a naughty little monkey. Oh, it's Simon Key's monkey, isn't it? The scale suddenly got smaller. Oh, the monkey. Monkey the monkey. Nope. The one who plays the role of the monkey is Simon. Money is a little too small. He's like a villain who tries to break up the love between Astique and Regent. How will Astique and Regent control their own destiny? Isn't it wonderful?
I guess? You know when your show is so weird that even Kay is a little weirded out, that maybe you should tone it down a bit. I thought Mr. Keyes just did all the grunt work. Wouldn't you feel sorry for Simon if he didn't get to perform on stage? I guess. Could you tell me about the preparations for the show? Simon handled everything, so I don't know that much about it. Simon insisted on it. He wanted me to focus on the show. I saw Simon doing something near the well, though. The well. If I recall, it was behind the stage. I'd better go take a look at it later. He even moved this giant cage all by himself. Simon is such a nice guy. Wow. He is really setting himself up to be suspicious for murder. Like, badly. That sounds like something Simon would do. While crying profusely. During the preparation, Simon went back and forth between the workroom and the courtyard. We were just using the workroom to store our equipment. Only Simon entered that room, so I don't know anything about it. The workroom. Was it the one where we found the dead body? I thought we kind of already established that. So Simon was the only one who entered workroom A. Man, the bad news just keeps on coming. Mr. Lawyer, please promise me you'll help Simon. Don't worry, despite his looks, Mr. Edgeworth is really amazing. Despite my looks. And just what is wrong with the way I look? Oh my. Oh, is it the warden again? Yep, hello there, lady. There you are, Regina, darling. Ah, Miss Roland. I was looking all over for you, and I wanted to have a little chat with you. Sure. The prison. Could you tell me a little about this prison? Currently, this place is my pride and joy, which I like to call our home. When I first came here, this prison was in a terrible state. Terrible state? You mean the prisoners' attitudes? There are no bad children in my family. It was the environment that was terrible. That's why, after giving it a lot of thought, I enlisted the help of the animals. Being together with animals will soften up even the most hardened criminals. I mean, take it they don't, like, bite their faces off or something. Right now, everyone has returned to their most honest self. Just take a look at Frankie. He's a model prisoner. A model prisoner who was trying to steal from a dead body. You want to see this badge? So you're the one who brings me my new family members. Family members? Thanks to you, our home has become much more lively. Please bring us 100 more, or even 1,000 more people. I just love lively places. I suppose you'll be bringing in the same number of animals, too. But of course. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that this place would become the world's biggest zoo. She seems really interested in having, like, a nice prison life. I guess she's the reason why everything is so custom and ridiculously overdone to the point where prisoners feel at home. There are lots of model prisoners here, but Frankie is number one. He's proactive with his job, training, and helps out with the chores. Don't the other model prisoners do job training and chores? Eh? Oh, don't be silly, they all do, of course. It's just that Frankie here, he has his sights set on something different. Something feels strange. In any case, he's a very good boy. Please get along with one another. Okay, what about the circus itself? The enchanting music, the prancing animals, the very big circus is fabulous. If you would come here, you can see the show once a month. Wait, they perform here once a month? Do they not actually travel? Do they just stay in town? Really? Then maybe I should. Was she just thinking about committing a crime? Once a month, you said. Wow, my voice just cracked there super hard. Is it always the very big circus? Of course. I'm Regina's darling's biggest fan. My darling Regina, she's just so fabulous. She's such a cutie pie, I could just eat her up. In before this is a cannibal prison. All the signs are leading to one another. She really likes her darling Regina. That's why I'm worried about poor little Simon. If she is found guilty, Regina Darling would be heartbroken. Mr. Lawyer, please take care of little Simon. If there's anything I can help with, please don't hesitate to ask. But really, I would have loved to show everyone yesterday. You did a wonderful job on the stage, Regina Darling. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad all the prisoners came to see it. Well, about that. Just between you and me, not everyone came to see the show. That would be Dogen and Sweet, I imagine. There were 3 people who didn't see her there were 3 people who didn't see her show yesterday. Unbelievable, really. Excuse me, but did you say there were 3 prisoners who did not see the show? That's right. I took a count and there were 3 empty seats. And we even had the correct number of seats set out. Doesn't that seem weird to you, Mr. Edgeworth? It does. We had thought that Dogen and Swit were the only 2 prisoners who were not present in the courtyard during the show. But that doesn't add up. Where did the 3rd person go? Further investigation is needed. I was having so much fun talking to you, Regina, darling. I completely forgot. It's time to feed my baby. My baby? Probably talking about the thing she wears around her neck? Oh, is she talking about watering her garden? Ah! It's a alligator. Oh, Allie, you look as cute as ever. Wait, what? You just keep around an alligator in the zoo? Or at least this isn't a zoo, but wow. You know, it kind of is a zoo. Screw it. It's just a zoo now. No longer a prison. Edgeworth Zoo investigations. Oh, how cute. So her name is Allie? Or Ally? Yep, she's Allie the alligator. How original. She's my favorite out of all my family. How lovely. I want to try petting it. If Regina Darling wants to pet it, go right ahead. I'll allow it. Doesn't that seem a little dangerous to you? They seem pretty excited. We need to go check the prison cells, don't we? That's right. Let's look for the 3rd prisoner who didn't see the animal show. Not staying around here for when one of them gets eaten by an alligator. Seriously, that doesn't seem like a good idea any way I look at it, no matter how excited you are. But Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you, sir. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what were you doing all this time? Oh, that's right. The best had you. Detective Gumshoe, I take it the investigation is running smoothly. The judge and that prosecutor haven't shown up yet. Oh yeah, I also got your message, sir. What was the result of the examination of the victim's cell? We hit the jackpot, sir. Traces of blood were found in the cell floor. We know that. There wasn't a whole lot there, though. This should prove that the murder occurred in the holding cell. Indeed. The probability has increased. However, we still cannot say for certain. I thought you'd say that, sir, so I asked the lab guys to look into it a little further. They're running an analysis on the blood, so we'll know soon if it's the victim's or not. Way to go, Gummy. Good thinking. Detective, you've outdone yourself. What caused this sudden foresight? I'm actually a little hurt that you're so surprised by that, sir. I hope nothing bad comes of this. I like the fact that, like, I love that. I'm sorry, but it's okay for a joke character or a jokey-ish character to be a joke character, but, like, to see Gumshoe improving, I don't know why, but it's just so gratifying. Because it shows that they took a character that didn't really have any reason to grow as one, and they made him more competent, which is awesome, in my opinion at least. Once we get the results, we can prove that the scene was the holding cell, which leaves finding out how that doggy managed to sneak his way in there. Just leave that to me, pal. Since that other prosecutor isn't here, we can investigate as much as we want. That's why I brought my secret weapons with me. Secret weapons? That's right, pal. They've gotten us out of a few jams before. Take a gander at Dick Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons. Looks like he'll come in handy. Wanna take up his offer, Miles? Detective, please allow us the use of your secret weapons.
Sure thing, sir. First, I'll give you a rundown. Secret weapon number 1, my trusty metal detector. Perfect for finding all kinds of metallic objects.
As its name implies.
Next, secret weapon number 2,
Everyone's favorite pal.
missile. You just brought the entire dog with you? Like, I want him to open like an attaché case and missiles just folded in there like a Tetris piece to fit around everything else. You can track any scent you want, especially the scent of food.
He's much cuter than Mr. Dogen's dog.
And then secret weapon number 3. It's, this. Isn't that a fishing pole? What are you trying to catch?
No, actually, I just brought it by accident. Never mind that. What's next, Detective?
That's all of them, sir.
What? You called them the 7 secret weapons. But there's only 3 of them.
That's all I have for now, pal. We can use the rest for next time.
I can't just reveal them all at once. Why do you think they're called secret weapons, pal? It doesn't matter. We'll just use the 3 that he's provided.
Alright, which one do you want to use?
I want to use the fishing pole. The fishing pole, if you please.
The fishing pole, sir?
There's a pond in the prison courtyard. Something important may have fallen in.
Roger that, sir. Fish it out right away.
Oh, I was actually thinking of putting it down the well to get something.
Whoa, pal. I just wanted him to come back with a gigantic fish. Or maybe the alligator.
What's the matter, Detective Gumshoe?
Got away, sir.
I thought I hooked something big, but then the line snapped.
There has to be a monster fish in there, sir.
It's likely that alligator.
I won't tell him that, though. I guess the fishing pole won't be of any more use to us now. Try another one, sir.
Alright, which one do you want me to use?
Let's use missile, I guess. You want missile, sir?
Hey, pal, over here, missile. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow, I actually said that instinctually. And, Kay said that on screen. I didn't even read what Kay said. Maybe Kay's already inside my mind. Her mind powers have gotten to me, too.
First, let's decide what scent he should track down.
You're searching for the route Dogen's dog used to get to the detention cell. This route would have also been the same path used to carry the body to the prison.
So if we have him track the scent of the body,
that should lead us to the path.
Go, missile! Don't you smell something sweet?
Really, all I can smell is the scent of blood.
It's a very faint scent, like cake or something.
The scent of cake from the body.
Alright, missile. Get a good whiff of that scent, pal. Go, missile! Come on, let's follow after him.
That way is...
He's heading towards the special cell.
He's gone straight inside.
Yes, let's follow him. Wouldn't Dogen's dog, like, murder him?
This is Dogen's cell, but it looks like he's absent at the moment. Maybe he's being interrogated? What's in there?
Shh. I think he's found something. Oh god, that face never gets old with how scary it is.
What could there be in this room? Mr. Edgeworth, we better take a look.
The bell?
Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. There's a small chisel here. I'm not well versed in woodworking, but this seems to be a pocket-sized chisel. A pocket-sized chisel. It must be convenient to have one wherever you go. Is that from a thief's point of view? No, it's from a great thief's point of view.
She didn't even skip a beat.
A teacup and biscuits. I suppose he has his tea time in here, too. Playing chess while drinking tea in his cell. Isn't this going a bit overboard with the special treatment? It's like he gets whatever he wants. Don't complain to me. You should tell him yourself. I think I'll pass on that. It's Dogen's chessboard. It still has that hound piece on it. Ah, the chessboard has legs. Aren't these things expensive? They can be. This is very good craftsmanship. Mr. Dogen's playing chess is kind of unexpected, you know? Figured he'd be more of a Go player or something like that. What's Go? Isn't Go like that board game with the black and white tiles on it? Or am I thinking of something else? Go? Do you play Go, Kay? I'm really good at Go Bang. But that's not Go. I have no idea what that joke was supposed to mean, but okay. It's the chisels Dogen uses, more than enough for him to murder someone with. Speaking of chisels, that kind of looks like someone used a chisel on your forehead, Mr. Edgeworth. And what is that supposed to mean? See? That furrow between your brow is getting deeper. It looks just like a carving. I would leave the subject alone if I were you. Missile, maybe? This is what you were barking at? Is that just a plate of brownies? Oh god, the dog's going nuts. Whoa, hey, knock it off, pal. Chocolate cake is bad for dogs. That's how it's gonna be. I'll eat it all myself. Wow, that was pretty good. Good for you. But it looks like someone else has a problem with that. That wasn't fair, Gummy. I wanted to eat it too. I doubt it's wise to eat food you find lying around a prison. Anyways, I guess Missile is barking at the cake, sir. That was absolutely pointless. Is that police dog going to get the job done? He's fine, pal. He's just following his stomach instead of his nose. Let's track down the set of that body for real this time, Missile. What'd you find, Missile? Oh, looks like he's found something else, sir. Now it's this cell. This would be Mr. Albert's cell. I would like to examine the interior. Detective, call a guard. Roger that, sir. Good work, Detective. By the way, is J. Albert still being held in the disciplinary room? No, he should have already returned. He was present during the noon roll call. He may have been assigned to work someplace else. I see. Well then, may we examine the cell? Yes, sir. Whoa. Here's a Balrog poster. Goal. Make negative... Wait, does that take... Oh, that's to lose 20 pounds? Is he losing weight to get into, like, a, weight class for boxing? That makes sense. And he has a punching bag with the warden on it. That's not suspicious. He has a tire swing, trash can. Giving the prisoners a heater is careless. They're much too lenient here. Did this guy use the heater every day? It was probably for his weight management, since training was his hobby. Wouldn't his partner Rocky get too hot? I think their combination is hot enough. Rocky is written here in messy handwriting. Could this be the bear's toy? This prisoner seems very close to his usual partner, or to his unusual partner. Ah, this takes me back. Didn't you play with stuff like this when you were a kid? No, I don't recall doing that. Well then, what did you play when you were younger? Chess, golf, and the flute? Things like that. Oh, he's a boring young child. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you have any friends? Well, why must you be so concerned about that? There's nothing unusual about this area. Oh, I didn't realize you could just click on nothing. Huh. Oh, there's a poster of Mr. Albert on the wall. Oh, that's him? And what's this next to it? Is this his weight loss target? He was a former boxer. He probably continued with his weight management. It seems he also takes various protein supplements. Muscle protein, hustle protein, weight loss protein, nothing but protein. Which weight class was he aiming for? I don't know, I'd say he's like a lightweight. He looks like one mainly. Or featherweight, I guess I should say. Ah, there's a poster of Mr. Albert on the wall. Oh, wait, we already read this. I'm glad it lets you skip it so quickly. I feel like I'm missing something. This sandbag shows signs of repeated use. You want a box too, Missile? Look at him go. It can't be. Detective, move the sandbag at once. Yes, sir. Oh. A hole. This is... Hey, Missile, come back here. I'm going to. Hold it. I'll stop them, sir. Ugh, it's too tight for me, sir. Detective. It can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. Too bad we don't have cell phones, but she has a 3D modeled room that she can make out of anything. Oh, we do have cell phones. Hello, Kay, are you alright? Don't get so worked up. Right now, I'm in the detention center. The detention center? That hole comes out at Nightly cell. Really, stay there, stay where you are. I'm coming over now. Holy shit, how did he dig that thing? I would have trouble making that hole with a shovel. Honestly, like, really. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth. I really helped out, didn't I? Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured. The floorboards have been ripped out from under the bed, sir. I'm surprised no one noticed this. Although I guess if you put the floorboards back, it'd be kind of hard to. And the security camera, oddly enough, does not point all the way in the cell. It only shows the front. I see. It seems we've found what we were looking for. The passageway between the detention center and prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means... that scent must have come from Knightley's body. So yeah, that's how his body moved from the detention center to... okay. Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Okay, what was inside of the tunnel? Wait, what was inside of the tunnel like? It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but... I took some photos. Please show us. Holy... This is... spoons and forks... Wait, spoons and forks were used to dig the tunnel? I knew it would reference that. But more importantly, what are these footprints? These footprints, could they belong to a dog? Tunnel footprint data jotted down in my organizer. Yeah, a dog could have dragged him through there. But then he would have left blood everywhere else, wouldn't he? This will surely be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem. A problem? J. Elbert would use this tunnel to move around freely. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. Perhaps he's... You may be right, sir. This is a big deal. After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny. You, security guard, search every nook and cranny of this prison. And the guard turns around to talk to the other guards. He's like, guys, let's search everywhere. And Mr. Edgeworth steps in front of them, holds out his hand. He's like, I said every nook and cranny. And he's like, yeah, we're searching everywhere. And he's like, every nook and cranny. And Edgeworth just like puts his finger on the guard's lips. He's like, do you understand me, boy? But in the end, they found no sign of him. Did you contact the police? Yes, oh, no, that was, sorry, I see Roland, and for some reason I think man. Yes, ma'am, we've already done that. We've set up a security perimeter around the prison, ma'am. Right. This is the first scandal in our prison's history. We're so sorry. She's completely different than before. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel, but it's a little too late. Mr. Elbert has long since left here. I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. There are still security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through those, wouldn't you agree? maybe he has another tunnel. We certainly can't deny that possibility. However, anyway, there's no use in you being here right now. Please return to your investigation. Yes, we'll do that. Oh, I thought she was gonna kick us out for no apparent reason. Like, there's no use in you being here. Get out. You guys get back to your posts too. Yes, ma'am. Detective Gumshoe, sir. We've got the results of that blood test you requested. Good work, pal. These are the forensics results on the blood stain found in Knightley's cell. So what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth? The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's. Ah. Hey now, that's good news. We found the blood stain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. We have all the evidence we need. It's time to ask Dogen a few questions. Dogen, did you say? Please use utmost caution. That man even has henchmen outside of the prison. Outside of the prison? Is this related to his secret trade routes as the supplier? The police have been searching for Dogen's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... So that means back then. So he still won't talk? Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct? That's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed. That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? You had evidence transferred from the precinct. Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogen. Oh my god, he looks super scary there. Edgeworth's not the only one who can send people to the Shadow Realm. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. I don't think evidence is gonna get him to talk. The warden interrogates him herself? Why go that far? Lose your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard. Whoa, you made Uncle Ray a little nervous. I love that animation. Wouldn't an Ace Attorney RPG be kind of like a cool idea? I would love to see... Oh no. Oh no. Hello, DeBest and Judge Courtney. What are you doing here? Questioning a prisoner. Did you forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again. I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case, which you have overlooked. You mean to say you require my humble services? As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit. Interesting. Do tell. Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning. We can say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit to us your prosecutor's badge? You'll deprive him of his badge? Is that a threat, pal? No, it's not a threat, rather an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you since you have no right to investigate. However, if you're able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge? I don't know why, but like, the level this is escalated to is like, Edgeworth is now challenging the Elite Four. I don't know why that popped into my mind, but it's like he's challenging the upper echelon of prosecutorial law. And that's kind of cool. Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment I am currently a defense attorney's assistant, first and a prosecutor's second. I will not sully the good name of the Edgeworth law offices. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats. So be it. Wait, is this bravery or simply foolishness? On the goddess of law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to... Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine. This makes me curious. It seems like Sebastian's being trained by her in a way, since he's a new prosecutor, since she's the member of the PIC. Does that mean that all prosecutors have, like, a PIC member around when they start, or is that just something that Sebastian gets exclusively? I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid in the cage while it was moved from the prison workroom, or to the prison workroom. So Mr. Keyes went to his cell after that, or after all. After hearing you talk about the security cameras yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look? I have here a printout of the security camera footage. This is the moment when Mr. Keyes visited Knightley. Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning. You guys didn't actually... Wait, what? A blind spot, that means... The camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. But that doesn't explain how he actually opened the bars to get into that cage. At this time, there's still a possibility that Knightley never left his cell. But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? That's so cool! First Mr. Albert and now Mr. Knightley. I won't let them show me up. Okay, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Albert's escape is no laughing matter. Simon Keyes was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon.
Don't praise him!
That cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything. Movement to the prison. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage. Okay, yeah.
Hold it.
Judge Courtney, about this incident. You do not know of it. That would be unbecoming of you, Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth. Naturally, I know of it.
However, you said...
In that case, this was a waste of time. I shall continue, Mr. Knightley.
Wow, you just cut me off during my questioning.
Hold it.
You have proof Knightley stole his keys. It is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information?
Yeah, why not? Sounds great.
There is one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he'd try to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keyes to help him escape? He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage. As he waited for the opportune moment, that is what I believe. He concealed the key.
Judge Courtney,
Such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed a key, and I can prove it. Knightley did not hide the key, and the proof is... What's the proof of that? He didn't hide the key? Oh, Knightley's cell key. During the attack on the guard, the key to Knightley's cell was stolen. The current location is unknown. I feel like this is the answer, but I don't know why.
Take that.
Smug right from the start. Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched for Knightley after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Oh, okay. I mean, does that prove anything? I guess not. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. That is not an issue. There is an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key, it simply wasn't found. The reason being he concealed it inside the chessboard. The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon? Come now, how do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there? What? Take some responsibility for your own words. That was all Sebastian's idea after all. So those two don't always agree on their reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the cell key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom, all thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Mr. Keyes performed in the show. He would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance. No opportunity, is that so? A story plays itself out on the stage. And such was the case with the animal show. So she examined the content of the show. The suspect plays the role of the villain who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love and all ends well. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. Blown away by the elephant. Was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder. I love Courtney's design, I can't stress that enough. Courtney and the Best have great designs. So does everyone in this game so far. Don't you think so? So he committed the crime in 15 minutes and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been the prison. Judge Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center.